Namaskar. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Village Square. We have with us today acclaimed Bharatnatyam artist, yoga exponent, queer rights activist, Navtej Johar ji. He will tell us about his journey and his contribution, immense contribution to Indian art forms and Indian heritage and tradition. Welcome to Village Square, Navtej ji.
Thank you.
Going back to the beginning, how did you get interested in Bharatnatyam?
Um, it's well, to make it very short, I was interested in the arts. I began with theater, and then while I was doing theater, I realized that I enjoyed moving with the body, and theater was not answering those. Theater was not what I was looking for. I was looking for performance, and but more body based. So that took me to dance.
But back then, for a Sikh gentleman to take a Bharatnatyam would have been a very
Yeah.
breaking the stereotypes kind of a move. So, what kind of reactions did you come across?
Mixed reactions. I mean, of course, from the family, there were reactions of, there was resistance, of course, magar acceptance bhi thi. I mean, in the sense that they, once they understood that it was really something that I wanted to do and I was not just being stupid, they relented.
And over the years, of course, the Western influence has only increased in our arts and culture scene, for youngsters. Do you think there has been a setback, or do you think, we have been very successful in kind of retaining and restoring and promoting our traditional arts?
I think what has killed the national arts, I mean, our arts is nationalism. So I think that West has nothing to do with it. The idea of nationalism, which has plagued the arts, is actually the end of art.
And how so?
Because you're bearing a cross of nationalism. You're not dancing anymore. You're not dancing. Dance is an art, and it's a self-reflective art, and it's
So it's kind of suffocating the expression.
yeah. I mean, to me, this is not art.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not talk about retaining heritage and stuff. We have confused everything beyond redemption, actually.
Mm-hmm. And when we talk about folk arts, I mean, of course, Indian rural life is just full of self-expression, and they're very open, and every occasion in life is celebrated with some kind of song and dance and folk art. Do you think that has been equally affected?
Um, yes and no. I think that's still there, but of course now the with social media and I mean the Karan Johar phenomena is also there. So I think that is so there's kind of there's influence, but it's still there.
And do we need to do something, to make sure that it's still there, or do you think it will kind of survive the odds?
I don't know. I think this thing of taking on the responsibility or the mantle of protecting something, preserving something is in itself problematic. So I don't think, I think left to themselves, these arts are fine, they'll flourish. But
They
once we
will.
start to, take on that, their custodianship, that is where they begin to suffocate. So these are organic arts कि होने दो जैसे हो रही हैं. Of course, influence is always there, and they've always been influenced. So I think the more we let things be, the better. The more we try to get anxious or responsible for them, I find that that is problematic because that's where we have to question ourselves कि हमें क्या पड़ी है हम नहीं क्या पड़ी नहीं है कि हम अपने आप को क्या समझते हैं. The arts are bigger than us.
Right.
Life is bigger than us. Culture is bigger than us.
And coming back to your other area of expertise, yoga, again, that has also been imbibed with so much nationalistic fervor and,
Yeah.
yoga day and all that. So do you have similar thoughts about that as well?
Yeah, yoga and dance have similar histories. Ditto.
But I mean, yoga in India is still considered more of, an urban elite phenomenon. Do you agree? That we recognized it after the West did.
Yes, I mean, yes, true, very true. Because yoga is a subculture. Mainstream India was never into yoga. Uh, योगी सी लोग डरते भी थे थोड़ा उसको, मतलब कोई नहीं चाहता था कि मेरा बच्चा योगी बन जाए, यू नो कि because they are on the margins. But now it's become mainstream, and of course, mainstream mein, it's become a trend. It is more mainstream, yeah.
And that's where it belongs?
ये तो कहना मुश्किल है कि where it belongs. It belongs to a practitioner who is inquiring into it, um, and that person can be rural, urban, Western Indian, male, female, whatever. उसका तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It belongs to a practitioner, but it belongs to an inquiring practitioner as opposed to a trending practitioner.
But do you think yoga as a way of life should be kind of adopted by everybody?
See, people who are in touch with their bodies and believe in their bodies will be automatically attracted towards something which is an embodied practice. People who live by ideas will convert an embodied practice into an idea, and that's the end of practice. So ये अंदर से आवाज निकलती है कि मुझे, like I didn't know what yoga was, but I was drawn to it. I had no idea pros cons क्या
When
होते
was
हैं.
that?
As a child, I knew कि इसमें कुछ है,
Mhm.
बिकॉज आई न्यू कि मेरी बॉडी में कुछ है. अगर आपको लगता है कि आपकी बॉडी में कुछ है और आपकी बॉडी एक माध्यम है किसी चीज को करने का, फिर आप योगा बिलोंग्स टू यू.
Right. You have been closely connected with rural India, and so what are your earliest memories?
I grew up in Chandigarh. I mean, my parents come from Pakistan, so we don't have any land here or any village here. But rural life attracted me from the very beginning, and I liked it.
So I'll just come back to the homestay, the project that you have. So what germinated that idea?
It was very simple. The farmers' protest.
Mhm.
I was involved with the farmers' protest, and the farmers took me to the village. Basically, as simple as that.
Mhm.
I mean, I of course expressed my desire to live in a village, and one thing led to the other, and I found myself in a village and accepted by a village, and yeah.
And so how long has it been now that the homestay
Since the
project?
protest,
Okay. And it's still an ongoing project managed by the community.
no, it's not managed by the community. Basically, I manage it.
Mhm.
Um, because I rented a house in the village first, and now I'm building a house. So it's not yet a community affair,
Mhm.
but of course the community gets involved, will get involved because now I'm building. Magar it is my dream.
Okay. And this is in the village called
Chamaru,
Chamaru. Yeah.
जी,
Chamaru.
पंजाब में है, पटियाला के पास.
Okay. 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 I will just have a quick choice, multiple choice, or rather two choice questions for you, very snippety ones. If you could just tell us what would you prefer, because you've been closely associated with Bharatnatyam and of course the Punjab culture. You spent time in Chennai, Chandigarh, Delhi. So in terms of preference, would you prefer makke ki roti, sarson ka saag, or masala dosa?
मतलब सर्दियों में तो मुझे सरसों का साग, मक्की की रोटी चाहिए, और ब्रेकफास्ट में मुझे मसाला डोसा चाहिए.
How closely connected are you still with Chennai? And do you go there often? Or?
I'm not as connected also because my teachers aren't there no, I mean not no more. So my teachers drew me there, and I have dear friends there still, and I haven't performed in a long time. Um, so इतना ज़्यादा connection नहीं है.
What would be your message to the young artists who are pursuing classical Indian dance forms?
It's a practice, and it's not an idea. So if you are dancing an idea, that an idea can be that this is a great art, this is heritage. I'm a custodian of Bharatnatyam. If you are laboring under such ideas, I'll be surprised if the art will bear resonance the way at least I expect, because Bharatnatyam is a beautiful dance, and इसमें इतना रस आता है, मगर मुझे भरतनाट्यम में रस चखे अरसा हो गया है, because people are performing an idea. So beware of ideas. Ideas are dangerous, and ideas are dismissive of the body, and this is an embodied practice. So look into the body, and not mastering the body. That itself is an idea. It's a very colonial idea. Mastery is a very colonial thing, and that's what dance and yoga have been made कि हमने body को master करना है. Body एक खूबसूरत चीज़ है. Body की जो सच्चाइयाँ हैं, उसके लिए हम डांस करते हैं. And there are some things, and also we dance because what the body can express, words cannot express. That means, and words can only be expressed through ideas. So our human emotions are expressed through the body and not through words. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that experience exceeds word always, and that is why we dance. We are not dancing to illustrate an idea. That's what's happening today. We are dancing to illustrate ideas. No, we are dancing to express that which an idea or speech or words cannot express. So उसके लिए हम डांस करते हैं. अगर उसके लिए डांस कर रहे हो तो फिर जम के करो.
One final question. You've been, the force behind the LGBTQ movement in India, and that is a subject that rural India probably, still it's not there. It's still under the carpet in Indian villages. And do you think that is correct, or?
I think this rural urban divide is also थोड़ी सी इतनी rigid नहीं है जितनी सोचेंगे हम, because even in urban India it's under the carpet, and in the same way in rural India it might not be under the carpet proportionately. It depends on people, it depends on families, it depends on like I live in a village and I have no problem and everybody knows. I live in a city and everybody knows and there's no problem. I mean, there is maybe some sachai in the fact that rural India mein itna nahi hai, but I'm also been very surprised at what I've seen in rural India in terms of acceptance um, of alternate sexual identity.
Okay. On that note, thank you very much for joining
Thank you.
us. Keep watching Village Square India on YouTube. Thank you.